Palermo Bocca di Falco Airport in Sicily is the venue for the second round of the FIM S1 Supermoto World Championship. Originally the base of the Italian Regia Aeronautica, it was seized by Allied forces during the invasion of Sicily in July 1943 and used by the US Army Air Force's 12th Air Force as a combat airfield. After the war it was Palermo's main airport, but nowadays it's used for general aviation. Today the runways come alive once more as the sound of the FIM S1 Supermoto World Championship kicks back into life for round 2 of the World Championship. Well, here we are on board then with Domenico Ricciari of the Dream Team for the S2 class. It's a short start straight into a left quick right and then back on the brakes into this double apex right hand turn. Short burst up the straight, one gear change through there, 180 degrees, and then we enter the dirt section. Double before a short straight and then into the next left. It's 90 degrees through there, bowl turn, before we're back on the tarmac for the second time. Through the right, a quick left, and then the first of the back straights, about 150 meters down there. Top gear flat out, braking hard about now, backing it in to this left-hand turn. Again, a double apex left, opens out to the right-hand side, a short straight with a slight kink before back in the opposite direction, and then entering the dirt zone once again. Hard and slick is the order of the day through there. It's going to be a little bit loose in one or two places. Exit the slide zone, back onto the tarmac, into this left-hander, a quick right, and then down past pit lane, entering the final corner, a fast 90-degree left-hand turn, just kissing the curb, all the way out to the outside, and that's a lap here in Palermo. Well, let's have a quick word with Domenico Ricciari. Hi Domenico, we're in Palermo on a non-permanent circuit built for the first time. How do you feel? Hey everyone, the circuit is very fast. The asphalt has some holes in some places, which is causing some bike setup issues for the riders, but other than that, it's okay. So I hope for a good weekend. See you later. Well, in the S2 European Championship, race 1 was won by Peter Vorlacek, Edgardo Barella was second, and Malachi Mitchell-Thomas was third, ahead of the runaway winner last time out, Devon Vermeulen. The second race, it was Vorlacek, Barella and Monticelli, and this is the third and final moto of the day. And Peter Vorlacek it was with the whole shot as he went through the first turn. Just behind him was Edgardo Barella and Diego Monticelli. As the rider sped down a back straight, then it was Vorlacek ahead of Barella. Andrea Moschini, the number 38, was in third. Mattia Martella was fourth, with Italo Gavinelli down there in fifth position early on. But that is the battle there, third position, Moschini and Martella. Going past our ground cam, Vorlacek, Barella, Moschini, Martella and Diego Monticelli. But the midway point of the race, Marco Dondi heading up the inside and sliding through on Lorenzo Lapini to go into 7th place. But Peter Vorlacek, number 202, has been immaculate all day. But once again, Dondi in the thick of it on the following lap. That's second place, that's Edgardo Barella. Second again to Vorlacek, just as he was in the first two races. So no match for the Czech rider today. But Peter Vorlacek, 202 on the SHR Honda, leading the way comfortably in this third and final race, just as he was in the other two races. This is a battle for third place. That's 68, that's Monticelli. But the final lap, Vorlacek wheelies, exits the final turn and wins for the third time here at Palermo in Sicily. Edgardo Barella was second, Monticelli was third. Overall in the round though, it was Peter Vorlacek, maximum points for him. 3 wins, that's 75 points. Barella was second, Monticelli third, Lapini fourth, Ricciari was fifth. Then it was Sami Salsola, Mattia Martella and Andrea Moschini down in 8th. Championship looks like this. Vorlacek now heads the leaderboard. Barella jumps to second. Vermeulen didn't have a great ride this weekend. He drops to third. Then it's Salsola and Ricciari rounding out the top 5. So your podium looks like this then. Peter Vorlacek stands on the top step. Edgardo Barella second. with Diego Monticelli, third overall this weekend. Raffaele Piri, the Dream Team president, hands Peter Voracek his winner's trophy. But the red plate belongs to Peter Voracek. He's the new championship leader after 2 rounds in the S2 European Championship.
Especially the change was dry, not rain like in Ottaviano. That was the first point. Second point, I also save tires for the time practice. I don't use it so much, and I save it for the race for today. And finally, it was a good choice. I went 3 heats quite easy. So I have to say thanks to my team SHR, Nick Hennings and Dennis Biedman, because they give me a good option to ride, and I get the red plate, so I'm really happy for it.
I'm team manager of Team Fast Wheels Aprilia Racing Team, and our riders are Adrien Charrier, Matteo Silenzi and Joan Lados. The bikes of this year is for Adrien is different respect to last year because use another type of configuration of engine. Last year we used a screamer engine, and now we use a big bang engine. Our electronic system of the bikes is the same of Superbike, and every races of the World Championship is there a technical man from Aprilia Racing and check everything in the bike.
Hi everybody, we are here in Palermo for the second race of the World Championship. The first race of the year was not so good. I had some problems in Ottaviano with the bad weather. But this time I hope the sun will be here, and we have some improvement on the bike to test, and I'm sure we can improve our result, and why not climb on the podium. For sure the main rivals this year are my brother and also Manu Hermunen, both from TM factories. They are really fast, and we are working really hard to beat them.
Well, coming into the second round of the S1 FIM Supermoto World Championship, Thomas Scherer has an 11-point lead over Ivan Lazzarini, and Christian Ravaglia is just 5 points further back with Manu Hermanen in third. In the Super Pole session, it was Manu Hermanen who was fastest in the time training and stayed there after Super Pole. Thomas Scherer and Adrien Scherer, though, they were the gainers and the losers. Thomas Scherer going from fourth to second, Lazzarini staying third, Adrien Scherer, he dropped to fourth. In the first race, though, number 131, Manu Hermanen with the whole shot. Even Lazzarini there in second. That's 71, Pavel Kamar. He's a faller at turn one. But Manu Hermanen leads away from Adrien Scherer, number 5, in second. Even Lazzarini on the number 30 machine is third. Then we've got the 21 of Teo Monticelli in fourth place. So this airfield circuit here in Palermo causing 1 or 2 problems for some riders on the first lap. That's on board with Thomas Scherer. Going from second position. Does he get muscled out of the way? Yeah, he loses 2 positions, goes from second to fourth, and his brother there just slipping into second place. Although Adrien Scherer there just being passed by Ivan Lazzarini. Lazzarini there, number 30 on the HM Honda, moving back into second. That's the Fast Wheels Aprilia there, number 5 of Adrien Scherer back in second. But look at this, opening up a commanding lead already, the 131 factory TM of Manu Hermanen. That's 46, Rafael Fonseca going down. But no problems for our race leader, Manu Hermanen. Back on board with Thomas Scherer. Number 4, he's in 5th place behind Teo Monticelli, who loses the rear wheel there, coming off the dirt and back onto the tarmac, but relentless in his pressure. Thomas Scherer going after the Italian, Teo Monticelli. Will he get the job done here from 5th place to 4th? Yeah, he goes through just under the finish line area, gives Monticelli nowhere to go in the next right-hander. So Thomas Scherer now in 4th place on that blue TM. The red plate on the front of that machine indicates that he is the championship leader after round 1. Here's a battle for 6th place, and it's a 4-way between Christian Ravaglia, number 8, Teo Monticelli, Max Verderosa and Uros Nastron. Having a quiet race, number 30, Ivan Lazzarini on the HM Honda. He's there in 3rd position at the moment. And Adrian Scherer still continues to go after Manu Hermanen in that 2nd position on the fast wheels of Aprilia. The defending champion from 2011 didn't have a great start to the championship, down in 8th after the first round, so this 2nd position will certainly pull him up a few positions in the leaderboard, or certainly if he stays that way throughout the course of the weekend it will. But Manu Hermanen faultless at the moment. And the SHR Racing TM rider Manu Hermanen from Finland is going to round out the final corner, and he's going to take the checkered flag, and he will do so ahead of Adrian Scherer and Ivan Lazzarini. So a great win then, and a great start to the day for the Flying Finn Manu Hermanen. 2nd was Adrian Scherer, 3rd Ivan Lazzarini, 4th Thomas Scherer, Christian Ravaglia was 5th, then Max Verderosa, Teo Monticelli and Uros Nastron rounding out the top 8. So far so good then for the Flying Finn Manu Hermanen. Can he do it again in race 2?
I'm Matt Stanley, riding for the SHR Racing team. At the beginning of the year, we started off with the Honda bike, and now we have switched to the TM. For me, it's a good thing. The bike is real nice, and it's taken a little bit to get used to. I've not done much riding in practice in midweek, but now we have got that sorted, so hopefully my results will be getting better for sure for the rest of the season.
We decided to change the bike from the first race to now because the TM right now is the best bike on the market, and we have the support of 747 Motorsports about the mechanic and the technique. So for us it's very important that our rider can use the best top material, and we hope we can play the first places in all the World Championship with Mathieu and mostly with Manu Hermanen. And for the European Championship, we keep the Honda for the rest of the riders.
I ride for the British SHR team, changed it for this year. The race in Ottaviano was good and bad for me. I got disqualified in the first race, but the 2nd and 3rd I won, so it was good for me, but bad for the other guys because I was quite fast. The track here in Sicily is pretty different to other ones. It's in old airport and the asphalt is quite bumpy, and I think you can't push as much as in the normal karting tracks, but we'll see how it's like.
Valentina caught up with Adrian Scherer. Yes, you're the defending champion, but in Ottaviano it didn't go so well. So now you have to take your revenge this weekend. Yes, today I want to take my revenge. I had some difficulties with the circuit, but I hope to be on the podium this afternoon. And to Ivan Lazzarini, Ivan, you're the best Italian rider, but we can't say that you're the favourite this weekend because you're not at home. In fact, we're here on a new track. Yeah, the circuit is new for all the riders, but to be the best Italian is not important for me. We'll just get on the gas and try to be in front of everybody else. Race 2, S1, and it's Manu Herminen, is it? No, it looks like he's being squeezed by Adrian Scherer as Manu Herminen runs wide. So it's Adrian Scherer then with Ivan Lazzarini in second, Manu Herminen third, and Christian Ravaglia at number 8 down there in fourth place as they enter the Sky Zone. So can Adrian Scherer hang on this time then for a race win? It's early stages, of course. Teo Monticelli going down after falling on the first lap, so not looking good for the Italian after 7th in moto number 1. But back up front, Adrian Scherer leads, but the battle behind him is between the number 30 of Ivan Lazzarini and the 131 on the blue machine of Manu Herminen. All three riders, the top 3 riders, pretty much wheel to wheel at the moment as they come out of the Sky Zone. That's Urs Nastran going down from 7th. So he's got to pick himself up and rejoin the race. Look at that. While that was happening, Manu Herminen snuck through on the inside of Ivan Lazzarini and goes second, and he's now challenging Adrian Scherer for the lead. Adrian Scherer giving him no room though, but here we are on board Thomas Scherer. He's in 4th place. That's Ivan Lazzarini just ahead of him in 3rd place. So the former world champion going after Lazzarini. Meanwhile, the current world champion and defending champion, number 5, Adrian Scherer, coming under pressure and looks like he's going to be overtaken going into turn 1 by Manu Herminen. Great piece of riding there from the Finn. Almost loses a leg as he exits the turn though. But back where he was in the first race, the 131 of Manu Herminen leads again here. It's taken a few laps to get past the number 5 of Adrian Scherer though. Here's a battle for 3rd place. Ivan Lazzarini and Thomas Scherer, number 30 versus number 4, Honda versus TM. And a little bit further back, we've got Christian Ravaglia, Max Verderosa and Elias Samartin for 5th, 6th and 7th place. Here's that battle for 3rd again. Thomas Scherer still not able to find a way through on Ivan Lazzarini. 31. That's Israel Escalara. He goes from 14th position, so may not score points in this second race. That's Elias Samartin, former Young Rider of the Year, now in 6th place on that number 32 machine. Meanwhile, Manu Herminen still continues to lead on that 131 SHR TM. The fast wheels are pretty there. Number 5, Adrian Scherer in second. They've got about 2.5 seconds between them and this battle for 3rd place that looks like it's going to go all the way to the flag between Ivan Lazzarini and Thomas Scherer. Thomas Scherer looking to get out of the slipstream here. He's going hard on the brakes. We've got about a couple of laps to go here, and Thomas Scherer keeps it nice and neat. Doesn't even need to back into that turn. Over on the other side of the circuit, we've got Urs Nastran going down the inside of Matt Winstanley. And Giovanni Busai going out as well. So all things happening here in the closing stages of this second race. Lazzarini being passed a moment ago, dropping down to 12th place. Not good for the young Brit. Teammate, actually, to this rider here, our race leader, 131, Manu Herminen, who takes the checkered flag for the 2nd time of the afternoon, ahead of Adrian Scherer and Thomas Scherer, after finding a way past Ivan Lazzarini. 4th was Christian Ravaglia, Elias Samartin, a great ride for him in 5th. There it was Max Verderosa, Fabrizio Bartolini, Pavel Kmar and Andrea Occhini down in 10th. So 2 out of 2 then for the Flying Finn. Can he make it a hat-trick of wins here in Sicily? Join us in a moment to find out. The lights go out for the 3rd time here, and going into turn 1, Adrian Scherer once again gets the jump on number 131, Manu Herminen. Lazzarini looks to be there in 3rd position with Thomas Scherer in 4th. Christian Ravaglia back there in 5th place as well. So Adrian Scherer then leads for the first time in the Sky Zone, with the rest of the pack hard on his heels as he re-enters the tarmac section of the track. Another disappointment then for Teo Monticelli, going down again as we go on board with Thomas Scherer. He's finding his way past, and has done successfully, as he goes up the inside of Ivan Lazzarini and goes 3rd. Back with the action at the head of the field, Adrian Scherer. He leads, and he's got his hands full with the 131, Manu Herminen. Thomas Scherer just behind them there in 3rd position. Can he close in though? as Manu Herminen looks to find a way past the number 5, our current race leader. This is on board again with Thomas Scherer in 3rd place, so he's got the 2 leaders ahead of him. And a little bit further down the field, a battle for 10th between Ilya Samartin, Francesco Cucurella, Matt Winstanley and Alessandro Tognacini, as 131 Manu Herminen looks to try and make a move here at the end of the start-finish straight. That's been his favourite spot all day long, and it is once again successful for him as he edges out the number 5 of Adrian Scherer. So it's Manu Herminen now leading from Adrian Scherer 2nd. Thomas Scherer still there in 3rd place. And Thomas Scherer closing in as well on the leading duo. Back on board with Thomas Scherer, and we seem to have lost Manu Herminen. So this is a battle for the lead between Adrian Scherer and Thomas Scherer, who we're on board with. So the number 5 then is our new race leader. He's got his brother breathing all down his rear silencer. And he's looking to make a move down into turn 1. Not going to get it done through there, though. Out of the little first 2 turns. And, oh, look at that. Neat little move up the inside. Thomas Scherer outfoxes his brother as they enter the Sky Zone. There is Manu Herminen. So we've got a new leader at the head of the field with Thomas Scherer on the factory TM. Meanwhile, Manu Herminen down in 19th place at the moment. So not going to be good enough for the overall victory here this weekend in Sicily. There are the 2 leaders, Thomas Scherer and Adrian Scherer, riders number 4 and 5, both on Italian machinery. The blue TM of Adrian Scherer, of Thomas Scherer, sorry, and the red Aprilia of Adrian Scherer. That's Pavel Kmar. He's down in 5th place at the moment. He's got the number 51 of Andrea Ricchini all over the back of him, and just behind them, Max Verderosa down in 7th place. Back up front though, Thomas Scherer just doing enough, it seems, to stay ahead of his brother Adrian. Here's a battle for 3rd, Lazzarini and Christian Rivaglia. So the battle of the Italian riders in the closing stages of this 3rd and final race here in Palermo in Sicily. Lazzarini looking good at the moment, but having a great weekend is number 8, Christian Rivaglia. That's Max Verderosa just going through in 7th. The 110 there in the white, Fabrizio Bartolini. He's down in 8th. Samartin pushing him though in 9th place. Giovanni Busai in that battle there with Teo Montatelli just behind him, and also in that battle for 14th position is the 131 of Manu Herminen, who slides neatly down the inside of Teo Monticelli to climb another position up into 16th place, but that's only going to be worth 5 points for him if he stays there. Checkered flag gets waved though for the 3rd time this afternoon, and it's the first win of the day for the number 4 of Thomas Scherer. He wins from his brother Adrian Scherer. Even Lazzarini comes over the line and he will go 3rd, but whilst Thomas Scherer and Adrian Scherer congratulate each other on 1st and 2nd, a job well done, it's going to be Adrian Scherer, number 5, who wins the overall Grand Prix here in Italy. So that's the race 3 result then. Thomas and Adrian Scherer killing out the top 2 positions. Lazzarini 3rd, Rivaglia 4th, Pavel Kmar in the top 5 for the first time this weekend, then Occhini, Verderosa, Bartolini. They were your top 8. Ilya Samartin was 9th, Francesco Cucurella was 10th. This is the overall Grand Prix though. Adrian Scherer gained 3 points on his brother Thomas in the World Championship fight. Lazzarini still 3rd. Herminen could have been 4 points off the lead had he stayed where he was in that 1st position before he hit a problem. But he now drops to 4th place in the championship. That's your podium. Adrian Scherer, Thomas Scherer and Ivan Lazzarini. Once again, Rafael Piri, Dream Team president, handing the trophies out. This time to the 2nd place rider, Thomas Scherer. And Paolo Sevatieri hands Adrian Scherer his winner's trophy. The first one of the season for him in 2012. And Johan Ribink, the FIM delegate, hands the red plate to Thomas Scherer. He still leads the championship after 2 rounds. Looking good for the Frenchman on the TM. Well, here's Adrian Scherer. Let's hear what he has to say.
Today my main goal was to be on the podium, and finally I win the GP, so it's unexpected. I was so lucky with the problem of Mauno, but I was really consistent, and I think today my position was 2nd, so for that I'm really happy. I want to thank all the Aprilia Fast Wheels team, and And also my brother was really fast in the last race, and I couldn't do anything to beat him, so congratulations to him also. Thanks.
A good weekend for both the Scherers, but it was Adrian Scherer who was victorious this weekend. But top of the points table, Thomas Scherer. He has a healthy advantage over Ivan Lazzarini in second. Adrian Scherer now up to third after the disappointment of round one in Ottaviano, and Maunu Hermanen could have been second, but is now only in fourth place. TM lead the way in the manufacturer standings. Honda second, Aprilia now up to third, edging out KTM, Suzuki, Kawasaki and Yamaha. So second overall on the day and continues to lead the points standings, Thomas Scherer. Good weekend in Sicily. Well, that's it from Sicily. Join us next time when we go to Pleven in Bulgaria. My name's Paul Malin. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.